Shit.
Bean it up. Bean me up, Scotty.
I love beans.
It's not up to you to tell me that.
Beanify.
Why do you
Start
keep,
the music.
I was literally just going to say, why do you keep talking to me about music? You yell at me about... Why are you being a model right now? Why are you voguing? Why are you voguing?
Why are you so handsome right now?
Fashion.
Stop it. Stop it.
Is that his natural jawline?
You're too sexy for the stream.
Oh.
Too sexy for this fuck.
I am.
Roll that beautiful bean footage, Rich.
Once upon a witchlight hour, the sleeping queen stirred in her tower, and through grand halls past lock and key came to her slumber dreams of three. The first brought laughter filled with fright, the second, love defiled by spite, the third, a world of pure delight. She welcomed these, they were her own, but soon from porcelain lips a groan, her silvery dreamscape now forsaken, to pain from which she'd not awaken. Something blighted had come hither, foul as nightshade creeping thither. From yon the grave-like curse did wither. The little prince wept in his spire, his wounded heart had one desire. A ballad from the dreaming queen could turn his maelstrom mind serene. He vowed her rescue, speech sincere, but toys would be his shield and spear, and so he scoured for one full year. In springtime wreathed in parenthood, the prince first found a toy of wood, a doll set, beasts and wild things. But listen close, and each one sings a song of child, owl, and bear, a song that calls the spirits there, a song for monsters with much hair. When summer heat steamed like a kettle, the prince then found a toy of metal, a rocking horse with ashen mane. Around its neck was draped a chain. Its horn and eyes and nose shoot flame, with mighty hooves and sturdy frame. No better steed one could proclaim. He searched from autumn's harvest throne. The prince then found a toy of bone, lettered blocks stacked to the sky, when turned to words could only lie. Deceit known to the hounds of hell makes for a potent hex or spell of souls, of sin, of Shadowfell. Through winter's chill from peak to pass, the prince then found a toy of glass, marble spun in measured motion, like careful thought or certain notion. Each glinting cat's eye seeing all, from stars beyond the cosmic sprawl, to inner strength and mind's recall. The day has come, no time for rest. The fateful toys placed in a chest, with stripes of white and stripes of red, just like a big top by his bed. The little prince prepares a flower for either outcome, sweet or sour, and makes a wish for love, for power. Once upon a witchlight hour.
Last time on Once Upon a Witchlight, you found yourselves continuing to make your way through this madcap carnival, heading closer and closer towards the final hours of the Witchlight Carnival and the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. Was through some conversation with Burley the Bugbear that you have a new mission. Well, you have a couple. One from Mr. Light himself given to Frost, which is to find the kenku that has been terrorizing their carnival, and to apprehend them and bring them to justice. Burley, their bodyguard, gave you a little more information, though he trusts his bosses. He knows that there's something up, and he wants to find his missing brother, and has tasked you with making friends with some of the Witchlight hands in the hope that you can execute a heist and procure one of the items that the owners themselves utilize, the Witchlight Vein and or the Witchlight pocket watch, in the hopes that you can use this as a bartering tool. Though Mr. Light told you that bringing the kenku to him would provide you with the ability to ask him questions and that he would answer them, he did not promise that he would be truthful. And it is the truth that you seek. You make your way through the carnival. There's still much to do, and you still have Magic, the warlock that sent you on this mission, in the back of your heads, reminding you to experience the whole thing, to not let this one night, this one opportunity pass you by. Though you have many things that need to be done here. There are still hours and there's still lots to do as you make your way to the Pixie Kingdom and you enjoy the jubilance that you find there. You're able to ride the Ferris wheel and meet a talking hamster named Biscuit, who is in the module, because someone asked. You are able to start your own flash mob to Thriller.
Squeak, squeak.
Jellyfish, starfish.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
And through some crazy turn of events, Gricko makes a Fey pact with a pixie and betroths himself to her. It is at the end of all of this madness, with all of these things still living rent-free in the back of their minds, everything that they have to do, that the kenku finally approaches you, realizing that even though you are a bunch of ridiculous and uncontrollable heathens, that you still might be her best bet at getting what she wants. Because one of the best ways to thwart people who are as calculated as Mr. Witch and Mr. Light is with a little bit of chaos. And she arranges a meeting with you inside of one of the Pixie houses that surrounds this tree enclosure in Pixie Kingdom. And it is in here that she approaches you and she begins to speak, telling you that as much as she doesn't want to utilize you, she has no choice, and that there's something that you need to know. And in the voice that she has stolen clearly from Candlefoot the Mime, she begins to speak. There is something you need to know. I overheard Mr. Witch and Mr. Light in their wagons. Shortly after a conversation that I had with them, where I was pleading to learn more about Prismere. They claim they know nothing, but what I heard proves otherwise.
People can overhear what happens in the wagons?
Yes. It's very thin wooden walls. It's not...
Well, I mean, Gib was able to heal like into other dimensions and shit, so I'm sure he heard everything.
Oh, you have to-
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Most of
It didn't occur to me.
Every single second.
Most of the
Every
time, they leave one of the windows open. They light a lot of incense in there and would get too smoky otherwise. The sound carries.
They like a lot of incense.
Everyone can hear everything that goes on in the wagons.
Oh, wait, is that the candles one? I don't know about that.
What?
Forgive him.
Would you like to know what I've heard, or wouldn't you?
I would love to.
Very much.
Well, I think this may be the best way to do it. Someone's gonna find out about this. They're gonna shut us down. You hear in Mr. Light's voice.
Oh, duh.
And then you immediately hear, we agreed to this pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the Hourglass Coven take what it wants, and in return we stay in business. That is what you want, right? It was around this time that Burley made his way towards my location, and I had to away. Their conversation continued. This Hourglass Coven, I've been doing what I can around the carnival to find out more, but no one will say anything. It is clear that they are working with them, in some capacity. Now, what I know about Zybilna is she would have no workings with a coven. And if a coven has its hands in the Witchlight Carnival, then there is something seriously wrong in Prismere.
So I guess that explains why your patron, Magic's patron, just went missing. Is there a chance she's...
There is no chance that someone as powerful as Zybilna was taken down by a coven of hags. There must be something far greater happening in Prismere.
Oh. Well, I mean, it sounds like they are being blackmailed.
Oh, no.
My concern are the specific words. That they let the Hourglass Coven take what it wants, and in return they stay in business. One, that implies the Hourglass Coven could destroy the carnival.
Oh, no.
Which I'm not sure if you realize is a very powerful magical carnival.
I definitely realized that.
No wonder it was better than ours.
And on top of that,
Yeah, I mean, we had magic.
Well, I mean,
Didn't go this well.
we had like charlatan magic. That's a
this
little
is
different.
why you get nothing done.
Sorry. Apologies. And
Your carnival, I'm sure, was mediocre at best.
What? Better than us
mediocre,
today.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know. give
That's
us a
I'm
little
saying
credit.
that's a good thing. Most carnivals are garbage.
Oh.
All right. I'll take mediocre. I mean, are you feeling all right, Rico? Forgive him.
Didn't you hear what she said?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Well, I mean, we had sort of kind of like figured it out already. You know, we had used context.
How did we figure it out? How do you know I was gonna get engaged to a pixie that I can't get out of?
Well, no, I mean, that was a little unexpected.
You heard what she said? I can't get out of it. I'm too young to get married.
Do you have any advice for getting him out of this nuptial agreement?
She's not even my type.
Well, think of something, Rico. That's not what's
I
important
don't
now.
think he's going to get out of this.
Ah!
You can't make a pact with a pixie, with a fae, and get out of it. It is eternally binding. Your soul is forced into matrimony.
There's got to be
kindest
somewhere
regards.
around there. How are we supposed to go to Prismare and freeze a bill now if he's married?
If you're clever enough, you can attempt to make a pact out of it by providing something that the pixie would want more, but from what I saw, you're unlikely to annul.
Oh, we have
This
the
marriage.
designed invitations.
I'm trying to figure out why this is more
It's a pain in
important
the
than the
ass.
fact that there is a
It's not.
coven.
And she has to be passively aggressively coming up with reasons why we can't invite my extended family. Oh, and I have to go along with her idea for the wedding hashtag.
You have to
And then
understand.
look at all me lads in the eye afterwards. Oh!
Once Rico gets fixated on something, it's hard to get his mind off of it. We can just move on, I think. It's not relevant. We'll inform him later once he's past this difficult time.
He made his bed. He's got to sleep in.
What if she doesn't even like leech cake? I always promised me mum if I ever got married, it would be leech cake. And if she's allergic to leeches, oh, me mum's gonna hate her.
Hold on. Did you make a fate pact to not run out on the marriage?
I don't remember. I was overcome with apparently romance when I suddenly got dressed as the legendary cereal mascot Fruit Brute.
What? Anyway, look, just get married and then just leave, disappear. We'll be on our way on a grand adventure, and we'll be hopefully helping our good friend Kettlestein. And you know what? I appreciate this information, and I want to let you know. I don't know if you know this, but you know Burley, the bugbear. He's on your side.
He doesn't trust me because he trusts Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. And I don't.
All I know is that he's encouraging us to steal either the weather vane or the pocket watch.
And that was exactly what I was attempting to do. My attempts at conversation have gotten me nowhere. And I was hoping that I could distract them long enough with my antics that I would be able to make my way back to the carriage and steal away with one of their items and force them to talk. But they keep them on their persons at all time. And I am not getting anywhere close. But you have somehow gotten into their good graces.
That's right.
Somehow.
And
yes.
as much as I dislike trusting you, and I am weary of your ability to accomplish anything, really, I don't feel I have a choice. I must find out what's happened to Sibylla. Though my magic has not faded with her disappearance, my patron is important to me. It's part of who I am, what I am. I'm sure as much as Madrick and I are not friends and do not see eye to eye, he feels the same.
He does. He cares very deeply for Sibylla, and basically he's given us his entire, vast wealth just for doing this.
Oh, and rich treasures.
mean, yeah, we're talking everything. Gold, magic items, maybe land.
Golden,
pumpkin pie. Yeah,
golden rings with diamonds in them.
Well,
Giant pumpkin.
he is very, very well connected, so I'm sure the gold is the least of it. If you're lucky, he'll provide you with documents that give you far more than a silly piece of gold ever could.
No! Hold on. Question. He's not going to be one of those guys who's like, oh, you just risked life and limb to do a grand adventure. He's like, oh, the real treasure was knowledge. Here's a book.
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
No, he's old. I'm honestly not sure how old. And he's lived a life worth writing about, that's for sure.
Oh.
He has collected so many things in his life. He has a hoard much like that of a dragon. And he spends nothing, so it's mostly there, I imagine, intact. And if he's offered it to you, it means he must be nearing the end.
That's what it
A
sounded
hoard of a
like.
dragon?
I mean, he didn't look too good last time we saw him.
He's a little small for a dragon. Could there be a dragon in Ogway? That's the silliest thing I've ever heard.
There's no way. No,
He's
not a
not
chance.
a dragon.
Ah, okay, that
But
makes me feel
he has
better.
a hoard quite similar in size to that of a dragon.
Okay. Dragon in Ogway, that is preposterous.
There hasn't been a dragon in the parts of Ogway for hundreds of years.
Yeah, exactly right. It's absurd. Absolutely absurd.
So, I appreciate your help, and I apologize for our antics earlier. I really do. I think we could be allies.
I don't think I have a choice. There are a mere hours left before the carnival is over, and
right.
if we don't get the answers we need and gain access to Prismia, I fear I will be able to do nothing to help Zybilna.
So if this carnival wraps up and we don't get this solved,
Somewhere in this carnival is the entrance to Prismia.
the entrance is in the carnival.
It is in the carnival.
In the car.
Where it's at, I do not know. How to get to it or access it, I am unsure. But it is here somewhere.
I think there might be a clue that's been right under our nose this whole time. And by under our nose, I mean under Gideon's butt cheek.
Hey,
Ugh. Why did your mind go from nose to butt cheek?
Because Gideon has had in his back pocket the letters that Mr. Rosloff gave us, and we never read them.
hey, that is horrible slander.
What?
It's right here in my chest pocket.
Oh, underneath Gideon's
Yeah.
handsome chest hair.
Your front butt.
Well, as a show of good faith, why don't we read them right here together? With our good new friend and ally, Kettlestein.
you know what would be nice? Kettlestein?
If it makes it
Okay,
easier
Stein.
for you, you can call me Ket.
Oh,
Yes, Miss
I
Stein.
like that, Ket. We appreciate it.
Oh,
In the back of each of your minds, you hear Frost's voice. Don't offer any guesses as to where Prismir's entrance may be. I have an idea, but I don't want to endanger Kettlestein.
Can I respond?
No.
Oh.
Right, or can you?
Actually, I think that you can, but yeah, I would have had to convey that message to each of you one at a time.
You could have done that. It's like every 6 seconds, right?
You can respond to this message.
For the sake of making things easy, we'll just add it to your vestige.
No, it's in the. I can already do it back.
Well, no, I'm saying that you can communicate
You do
to
it
the
at
three
the
of
same
them
time.
simultaneously.
You've been piercing our
Anybody
brains
else would
for
have to be
years.
separately, but your connection with them allows you to communicate with three of them
thank you.
simultaneously.
Such good friends. It's your little,
Yeah.
Oh, I already know what entrance is.
yeah. That's pretty
I
obvious.
mean, it's very obvious.
Before we read the letters, I have one question that has been a curiosity for me, a mystery of sorts. What were you doing at the Dragonfly rides? How were you attempting to achieve your goals? Because there was quite a bit of danger in what you were attempting to do, I think.
Oh, yes. I was sowing chaos. I was trying to plummet the mood of the carnival. The Witchlight weather vane that Mr. Light utilizes, he can use to raise the mood if he needs to, which could provide me an opportunity to sneak in and steal it. Anytime they need to use one of their items, they have to remove it from their person, which makes it more likely to steal.
That's very clever.
I have been attempting to sow chaos, destroy the mood, and you are, in your antics, increasing it and making it significantly more difficult.
Well, we are pretty hilarious.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun.
I do not think my plan is going to work. So that leads me to believe the only opportunity is to steal one of the items during the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. The weather vane itself is what is used to declare who the Witchlight Monarch is. The weather vane chooses. Whoever has brought the most joy to the carnival will be the winner. All eyes will be on the weather vane, while Mr. Witch lurks in the shadows, his pocket watch not in use, tucked into his pocket, attached to him via a chain. If we can find a way to remove the pocket watch without his notice and sever the chain, he will be so focused on Mr. Light, who he adores above all others, we may have a chance. And with it in our possession, though we cannot claim it and attune to it, he will do anything to get it back.
I don't suppose we couldn't just say, Mr. Witch, what time is it? And then just yank it out of his hand?
He may look like a silly carnival owner and nothing more. But his history, both that of him and Mr. Light, is far darker than you would think. He is capable of a lot, and if you think you can just snatch it from his hand, no, Frost, you can't.
This will take brains.
Yes, which is why I was loath to ask you for help, as clearly you are more brawn than brains.
Well, we've got brain.
Yeah.
Yes,
We've got
I know,
brains.
Frost.
Frosty and I are the brain trust, they call us.
You're engaged to a pixie because you forgot that packs existed.
I was also under the spell of a court charming rat queen. And also the lovable children's cereal mascot, Fruit Brute.
I do not think that argument is helping you in any way.
And got performed a song by Mickey Jackson.
Well,
how can any lady resist that?
I can think of a few who did.
I get your point, and I agree. I do. That being said, I have a few ideas. I think if we can find a way to sneak up behind him, I think we can get that pocket watch.
Well, Grimmy, weren't you a petty thief pickpocket for much of your life?
I mean, I wouldn't call myself a petty thief. I've done lots of petty thieving in my life, but, you know, there are a lot of
That's what I'm
layers to
saying,
me.
petty thief.
Yeah, you're not
pickpockets.
defined by what you do, though. You know, it's just not what you do is not who you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're not a manslaughterer just because you manslaughter.
Oh no, that's me. No, that's me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that just applies to him.
No, you're just a fella that does some manslaughter occasionally.
Oh right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big difference from being a manslaughterer.
Huge distinction.
But the point is that I'm very good at doing that, yeah. And if I can get it in my hand, I can make it go away for a period of time, and we can be like, hey, look, go ahead and search us. We don't have it.
I may be able to assist with my mental 5-finger discount, let's call it.
Oh, exactly. So if you can just sort of be like,
I think that
Why would you not want him to know you have it?
Well, not while we're stealing it from him.
Well, there is security here. We wouldn't want them to know.
There's a time and a place for everything.
If you have one of those items in your possession, they will do nothing to harm you.
Yeah.
oh, so couldn't we just like, if we get within 5 feet, just get on him and he'll just grab it and
Breaking chains is what I do best.
What part of they are far more powerful than you think they are do not understand?
Well,
you
it's
will
general
not be
business.
able to take it by force.
Well, that's what I mean is that I'm saying I feel like we gotta do the stealthy, like get it, and then somehow get a meeting with them and...
Yes, the moment it's in your hand, you can quite literally say, look what I have.
Oh.
You will talk to me, or you'll never see this again.
So...
But we gotta break the chain and get it off.
You
his-
have to get it from him first.
We're gonna break
And
the
that is
chain.
not going to happen by brawn.
I agree. I agree. I'm sorry, buddy. I mean, I'm sure, you can...
Oh,
you can
I
play
just wanted to
security.
have any value of all of this.
No.
You can do this
I
with
really-
straps.
There hasn't even been one single place where I hit a bell with a hammer yet at all.
Hey,
What?
Gideon, I think you and I will make the most amazing distraction. And once you and I are through with Mr. Witch, he's gonna be saying, "Which one of you stole my bucket watch?"
You know,
It was gonna be. It was gonna be all along.
and if your original idea
I laugh in character.
can be our safety net, I think that And your original idea was not a bad one, I think. We can, that can be our safety net. If it comes down to the final hour, we can just be a dick to everybody and lower the mood and perhaps find a way that way and throw our own version of chaos.
Well, but we gotta get one of us crowned the Witchlight Monarch. That's
Yeah.
how we're gonna get it.
The portal to Prismia is in the crown or something.
If one
We
of
start
you
tanking the
were,
mood.
if one of you were crowned the Witchlight Monarch, you would be close to both of them, in proximity to easily take the pocket watch, while all eyes are on Mr. Witch.
Okay.
Can,
Okay.
is there ever a chance that, like, more than one of us is crowned? Or...
I haven't heard of it happening, but I don't see why not
is
if
it
it were an
all?
equal...
Well, what if one of us was crowned and then, like, and in a prize fight, when you win, Crummy walks up and puts your hand in the air and he's standing right next to you, and then
I see
Frost
no
is
reason
patting you back and
why a group of
know what you're saying.
guys who are in a relationship together,
Just a
as
bunch
you
of
are,
a couple of guys.
It's just
yeah.
guys' night. It's just ironic.
I
just a
don't
couple.
see a
A handful,
Yes,
just a
I
handful
don't
of
see a
fellas.
reason that men in this kind of relationship would not escort each other onto the stage.
Yeah, we're like escorts.
Yeah, well,
Exactly
walk.
right.
Oh gosh, I gotta be walked down the aisle by me mum.
Who's gonna give you away?
It's gonna be me mum.
But she's not here.
Oh, you know who is here?
Who?
Glorbo.
Glorbo, that was a figment. That was a figment of my imagination, Gideon. Right, Uncle Glorbo? That was a figment of my imagination.
Uncle Globo's dead, right? Like, he doesn't exist.
You know, it was kind of unclear. You know, I haven't seen him in a while. I've heard a story of he kind of got sent someplace, but I think that might have been me mum saying, "Oh, you know, he's not around anymore." Like, oh,
They went to the farm, right?
Yeah,
every
I kind of
time.
waffle back and
Glorbo.
forth if he got banished, if he's wandering, if he kind of wandered off drunk, or
Is
if he
this
died.
conversation about your dead Uncle Globo more important
he's not dead.
than information about Mr. Witch and Mr. Light?
No,
What's
it's
going on
not.
here?
And that's why I'm on
Because we have not talked about what I'm concerned with about the Hourglass Coven. And you don't seem to be concerned about an Hourglass Coven either. But it sounds like you're heading into Prismia, where they more than likely have some kind of dominance.
Perhaps. Have you seen how hard mates can punch bodies?
Who's Mace?
Yeah. I can punch them so. I can punch them
It's what he
so
calls his
hard.
fists.
They never survive.
They're like
it.
maces.
When I punch somebody, they die quick.
He's really good at Mason.
Good job.
Well done, everyone.
Morning, Derek agrees.
What did you guys?
What do,
Clemmy
everybody? It's
Rich.
Mosh.
Mentor.
Anyways, what were you saying about the Hourglass Coven, Mickey?
Yes, Miss
How dare you?
Kettlestein,
I feel
please
such shame
continue.
in my heart.
Oh,
Please call
God.
me Ket.
cat. Okay, kitty cat. Oh, kitty cat. Oh, that's
Oh,
very
that's pretty
cute.
good.
That's come on. Is that pretty good?
I'm a cat.
Do you like kitty kits? You know, or cat? Okay, cat. Would you like, as a sign of good faith, would you like to read Mr. Rosloff's letters And
I personally do not care what Mr. Rosloff has given you.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
If he
remember?
gave you documents, I'm sure they're valuable.
I thought it might be a clue.
They're probably not narrative.
If he had if they were a clue, I imagine he would have told you to read them.
I mean, because he wrote it for the builder.
No, he gave one for us and one for Zabilna, right? Or no?
Oh.
He didn't
So
tell me
as
to
the
read.
DM, I will tell you, he gave you a letter for Zabilna, and as your part of your prize, he gave you some scrolls.
Oh.
And so she is essentially telling you that they are probably valuable and are very helpful in some way, but are not lore important and
not
probably do
narrative,
not have anything to do with
Forget what I said.
additional
They're
information.
not more important, but I do want to hear about the hourglass.
Yes.
That being said, it's also the DM's way of saying you might want to read those anyway.
Well, we can cover that after this conversation. We want to learn
Yeah.
about the sow pig.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, they took Hootsy. He doesn't remember
And
who
that
Hootsy
is what I wanted to talk about. Mr. Witch specifically
See?
said, will you shut up?
Please!
Talking about
Shut the fuck up, Rico!
I don't think he can, to be honest with you.
I could get to when I'm nervous. I just can't stop talking, and I'll just go betrothed. Or I'll have to have guys night again, and I have to invite you guys,
Oh.
Toolbeck, and all my best friends, and my college roommate Neil. You know, how everyone is friends, and then it's the guys, my childhood friend Kevin.
Wait, hang on, because here's an idea.
Neil here.
Here's an
Can you
idea.
please play Neil?
Oh, hey, Neil!
Hey, great gal. It's been some time since we've seen each other in college and shared that bunk bed.
It was really nice going to Goblin College with you.
Okay, I'm writing Neil down as one of your horrible curses.
Oh, go the sucking mosquitoes.
I'm your favorite team. Stole the gore point.
Is he a goblin too?
Yeah,
It's Goblin College.
it's Goblin College.
Wait, it's not a bad idea. The only time we've
It's a
seen
community
him whip out,
college.
whip out the watch was the last time we went on guys' night. We just go on another guys' night. Takes out the watch, slows down the carnival. We take the watch from him. There's our opening.
Well, no, I mean, he had a reason to send us our guys now. There was an ulterior motive. A, because Mr. Light wanted to have his way with Frost, but B, they were
yes.
trying to stall for
Have
the
another
whole
cupcake,
thing.
Frost.
Yeah. Well, there we go. We just flaunt Frost all in front of Mr. Light.
Was that a mimic? That was
No,
pretty
that
good.
was the mom's voice.
What?
Yes.
No. She was mimicking Mr. Light.
No.
No,
Oh.
she was mocking him with Candlefoot's voice.
I could if I wanted to.
Oh, I'll just anyway.
This
never
is
mind.
another possible plan of attack that I could get close to Mr. Light again. I was very close to his weatherbane.
Oh, were you, Frost?
But inches, but
Were you in
inches away.
spitting distance?
Those M&Ms.
And scene.
Oh, God.
Okay, we need the Witchlight covered. What are they up to? They've been obviously extorting Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
The
Hourglass
Hourglass
Coven.
Coven.
Oh, the hourglass coven. There's a lot of lights here.
Yes, but I don't think it's our glass, it's theirs.
How do you get anything done?
We don't.
Well, we don't really.
Once we're through with the hourglass coven, they're gonna be saying, "Oh, who took hourglass?"
Where did it come from? Where did it go? Glass. Didn't work. You know, the answer to your question is it's kind of a drunken monk style where we sort of accidentally get it done every time. It's actually a miracle.
Let Mikey swallow his coffee, please, before he ruins his fucking map.
Continue.
Yes, it's remarkable. I'm not sure if we're just lucky or if it's just our combination of skills and various talents, but our success just keeps emerging. I don't know what to tell you.
It's almost as if there's a god watching over you, allowing your antics to succeed, as if they're amused
Or
at your
maybe it's
existence.
an extremely capable leader that just keeps everybody in check despite their antics and buffoonery.
Thank you.
I mean, that is true. Frost does do a great job at taking care of things. What are you?
funniest joke in the night, Clemmy!
What are you laughing about?
Then he's falling down.
No, Clemmy's joke! Oh, I didn't know you were such a comedian, Clemmy.
I wasn't joking. Gricko, would you kindly shut the fuck up and make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh! Oh, he fails. Well,
Please continue.
Well, we might actually be able to have a conversation now.
you can still hear, right? You haven't blocked
Yeah,
the...
no, he just can't speak.
Okay, very
So
good.
we can have a fucking conversation, please.
My concerns are two of the things that they said. One is they agreed to this pact, which means Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are in a Fey pact.
So
that is clear.
So their hands are tied. I mean,
Their hands are tied. What on earth could have caused them to make a pact with a coven of hags?
I mean, if they're so concerned about staying in business, are they getting rich off this carnival?
No. What I will say is they came to this carnival from another. They have not been the owners of the Witchlight Carnival from its inception. It was owned by a beautiful, kind archfey.
The one they originally came from, or this one?
This
that
one
they-
here.
Oh.
The Witchlight Carnival itself is a carnival of the Fae, born of the Fae, and it is in itself a Fae crossing. That's what allows entrance into Prismere.
Hmm.
The carnival they owned was one of Shadowfell.
That's right.
Oh, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light owned a Shadowfell carnival?
They did, yes.
Almost certainly worse than ours.
And it was through a chance meeting between Mr. Witch and Mr. Light and the former owner of this carnival that they came to an agreement that they would switch carnivals. She would run theirs and they would run theirs. I'm not sure the terms of how long it was supposed to be. For all I know, she's stuck somewhere in the Shadowvale cursing the deal that was made. And they've run off with an amazing carnival of happiness and joy. For their carnival, I can tell you, is the mirror opposite of the Witchlight Carnival.
So maybe they were trying to escape some bum deal they made with their own
It's possible.
carnival?
And it's possible she came to collect. It's hard to know. But the Witchlight Weather Vane and the Witchlight Pocket Watch had once belonged to her in a different form, were split into two, to allow Mr. Witch and Mr. Light to have their own hold on the carnival itself. The carnival cannot exist without both of those items. The Witchlight Weather Vane ensures the mood and keeps it running during its allotted time, and the Pocket Watch builds it up and breaks it down into a tiny little package so it can be traveled with. Without them, it would cease to exist.
All right.
No,
What do you got?
don't allow it. Don't allow it.
What if
We have
please hold,
accomplished so
I
much
know.
now that he can't speak.
like 15 seconds.
One moment, Gregor. One
It's
moment.
honestly, I feel that the three of you could get so much done if you didn't have this goblin accompanying you everywhere.
You know, that's an idea.
So just one moment, Grego. Were they originally called Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, or was the carnival originally called Witchlight? It seems like a terrible
I do
coincidence.
not know their original names,
Oh.
but I do know that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are monikers. They are names that they use now that they are the owners of the carnival.
That sounds about
But
right.
their previous names, I'm sorry, are unknown to me.
What if we
Yes.
what if we got one of the Pocket Watch or the Weather Vane and we just destroyed it? The carnival felt to like disappeared or whatever, and then
I imagine the natural conclusion would be that we would have destroyed the Fey crossing that would allow us to save Zabilna.
And to
Or-
return.
would we have released the Archfey from her pact? She has to run one, and they're pactually obligated to run the other, but the other no longer exists.
You just wanted to say pactual.
Well,
That's pretty good.
Look,
I've been trying to work out a PAX Unplugged joke for about.
you are so smart. Yeah. Well,
What's a plug?
Oh, Mr. Light will have to tell you.
Grego, you may have one charade.
All right, one charade. Okay, so 2 words sounds like. Oh no, sounds like
Ear.
2.
Ear 2.
You're correct.
Hashtag.
Kill, murder. War.
War.
Key.
Key turn. War turn. War key.
Is the key
Unlock.
Unlock. Lock.
Lock?
Warlock.
Unlock.
Warlock. You're both warlocks.
Warlock.
They're both warlocks. Happy. Sad. Mr. Witch.
Bored.
Mr. Witch is also a warlock? Oh, is it possible that Mr. Witch or Mr. Light are warlocks with some patron of their own, perhaps? That could be the nature of their pact.
I am unsure.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, here's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where the Shadowfell
Very good,
Carnival
Grego. Have a treat.
tolls around? Because my patron, the good Baron, that's where he lives, is the Shadowfell, and maybe I could ask him about it, but I haven't heard about this.
And he might be familiar with the other carnival.
That's what I mean. Does it like go around the Shadowfell, or is it sort of like this one where it goes to the material plane, but it acts as a crossing, sort of like mirror style, you know?
I'm unsure. I'm only invested in the Witchlight Carnival because of Zybilna. I'm not studied on the 2 carnivals, especially the Shadowfell. I simply have collected information from drunken Witchlight hands as I've been able to.
Those Witchlight hands do throw hands sometimes.
And they're quite talkative if you get them in the right mood.
All right. So
they
here's the
drink
plan.
and they know things.
Before we enter Plant Town, I have one more question.
That's what you always say, and then you have like 50 more questions.
Well, I like to ask questions. It's how we learn.
Well,
It's how we gain knowledge.
We have only talked about one of the 2 things I wanted to address, so yes, please, let's continue. We have all the time in the world.
What do you know
here.
about the original kind owner of which?
Nothing.
Excuse me. I had a lot of cake earlier. You don't know what you said? Kind. You said.
Yes, I'm reiterating what was told to me.
Okay, so just hand.
There are some at the carnival that remember working it when she was the owner.
Older. Would you know? Do you? No. You. Well before your time. Yeah. Okay. Older. Okay. Thank you. What was the second thing that you wanted to talk about before we pledge?
Was that it? We're done talking about the pact? Yeah.
Well, I think there's something else I should ask. Zybilna sleeping.
Contract. The opposite of war. Peace. Together.
Treaty.
What?
Hat?
Crown?
Goblintopia.
Crown. King.
The monarch.
Bishop. Oh, my hat. The Baron.
Top hat.
What about the Baron? She's know about the Baron. What? Oh, a deal? A deal with the Baron. Oh, we need to find out who. Well, she says she doesn't know if he's a warlock or not. You're asking what Mr. Witch's patron would be. What to do? What?
You can make him. Can you shut him up again if we need it?
All right, you have like 10 minutes.
I'll bet that they made a pact with the Archfey, and she is their patron, and they're like, oh, we just tricked you. They made a Faustian bargain with the Archfey, and if you ask the Baron if he is in the Shadowfell, that maybe he knows what her deal is and what her name is, and maybe he knows he's seen the carnival, and maybe he'll know if he's their patron. She's their patron.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The kindly Archfey, who got stuck with a bum carnival deal.
You think the
The Shadow Man.
The Shadow Man in the Shadowfell would know of the Shadowfell Carnival.
She's here right now.
What I will say is I did hear that she is unable to leave the Shadowfell due to the carnival, and that she would like hers back. So it is possible they're running from her, but I don't imagine that she is their patron.
The plot thickens.
Maybe that's the nature of the pact they made, is to run, to be ever hidden from her.
It is possible that the time is near. They specifically said that they stay in business. They stay in business. Not that the carnival continues to run, but that they stay in business. Which makes me wonder if the time is near that they're supposed to trade back. And they have made, the only thing I can think, is that they've made this pact to not have to return to the Shadowfell.
And so these hags are going to keep them running this carnival here. And they're just a better lot than their pre-existing arrangement.
Wait, do we know what
Burley.
happened to Sibilna?
We don't. That's the entire point
Well, if
of getting
Sibilna
into Prismere.
got disappeared by the witch, the Hourglass Coven, isn't Jabilna a powerful archfey herself? Maybe they're like, oh, we are the exterminators of powerful archfey. You got a problem? We'll get rid of her or do something.
It's just good marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other thing you want to talk about?
The other thing I want to talk about is you've seen the signs about the children that have gone missing. Burley lost his brother Hurley. They specifically said, we let the Hourglass Coven take what it wants, and in return we stay in business. I think what they want is people. And they are using the carnival as a way to procure people.
And so they basically, if somebody screws up and breaks one of the rules, they just snatch them up and maybe they just
Have you
kill
seen
them.
the creatures that take the little pig girl?
Oh yeah, we did. We said
The strange frog zombie creature.
Oh, I think he saw the other
I saw
two,
all of them.
and he just told us about
Yes.
it. But
We have only seen the sow pig.
2 were muscular. 2 was wearing masks. One was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go.
Mascular?
I'm going to be confectioning or deceptioning," and the other one was like, "I'm gonna put on a play about the scar at night."
Mhm.
And the other one was like, "Hey, I'm a little frog guy. A little gross, and he was small and green, and he wouldn't shut up, and he had annoying-looking eyes. Ooh. Big sharp teeth. Ooh."
I believe that each one of them is in some way tied to one of the specific hags. I believe that they are minions. That they do the work for the hags in the Witchlight Carnival in a place that they will not go because they are currently up to something in Prismere. I believe this Witchlight Coven is responsible for whatever's happened to Sibilna. And that
Hourglass Coven.
scares me. What? Can you please shut him up again?
why don't you kind of shut the fuck up?
What did he say?
You said Witchlight Coven.
Hourglass Coven. Yeah.
Literally the exact same.
Yeah.
It's an easy mistake.
Oh, we falling down again.
Anyways, this is
The Hourglass Coven.
So here's the deal. Do you happen to have an idea? What if we just find those 3, people stealing and just kill them?
There are more where they came from.
Well,
You
it'd
have
be fun.
you have two choices here, really. You can steal one of the items and force Mr. Witch and Mr. Light to give you the information that will lead you into
I
Prismere.
like that idea.
Or, if you're smart enough, and I don't think you are, you can find the entrance yourself,
No.
uncover the secrets to getting in yourself,
We don't have time for all
And
that.
do it without causing a stink.
No, not a chance. No.
Yes, so
we
I
gotta steal.
think you're going to need to steal.
I feel like we could probably go on another ride, and I might have been cracked, and if we give it a shot.
No. Look.
You're just trying to ruin the fun. We want to steal.
Yeah, Frost. and don't you want to steal? You can just use your mind to steal. Will that make it better?
A little.
There we go. Oh. You want to steal too? Is that right? Yeah? Think of Hootsie. Oh, I guess you don't know who Hootsie is.
Who is Hootsie?
Frost.
Oh, Hootsie is his adopted owl bear daughter. Basically like a pet, you know.
The memory of someone he cares about very much has been removed from him. It's actually extremely tragic. We're trying to avoid the topic.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pry a little further. What happened to this companion?
Oh, so she got snatched up by the sow pig and whisked away, and she was supposed to hold that pumpkin that he's holding.
Yeah, nothing.
He doesn't know why he's holding
pumpkin.
it. Yeah. And so anyway, it's sort of like how I gotta tell everybody that I love unicorns. She had to carry that pumpkin. That was her deal.
I have to water my crown.
It's wilting.
Oh well, do you have any water?
There's a cup of tea.
What? It's tea count?
It's decaf.
Oh well, probably needs full calf, huh?
What were you attempting to convey, Greco?
Even quiet, he's distracting, isn't he?
Cat? Oh, Torbeck.
Homeless man? Carry...
Robber. Stealing, theft, thievery, robber man. Robber man. Robber man. Burglar man. Cat burglar.
Cat burglar.
I was making a joke for charades.
Alright.
Guy, you're the worst.
You got me there.
Oh,
I'm a
man.
burglar. I'm a burglar.
Yeah. Cat burglar. Oh, that's good.
Well, it seems to me that we're most likely to take either item. If we raise the mood of this carnival as much as possible, and attempt to do it when they are least suspecting it, if one of us is crowned king, especially. Should we attempt to do it before then and get kicked out potentially, and then miss out on our opportunity to solve the entrance to the Feywild? Or should we do our very best to make merry?
I say we go for the king. Get the Witchlight king. Maybe even
Monarch.
Greco. Or the monarch. Either one, really.
Hourglass king, I believe.
Hourglass king.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Greco whittles up like a replacement pocket watch.
Ooh.
Kremmy slips that into the pocket, a little sleight of hand.
Yeah, Indiana Jones style. We
I
just
break the
sandbag it.
chain. We just same weight. We do the old, we do the old
Swapperoo.
Scooby-Doop.
The Scooby-Doo.
Shuffle.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could do the old... I can, sort of vanish into the shadows, and maybe I take that, and you use your mind to take the pocket watch. I'll slip the fake pocket watch in, and then we reveal our hand and say... So the only
Once
thing
we're free and clear of them, we reveal that we have it.
Yeah, but we gotta be honest, because I can't willingly tell a lie.
Well, so maybe you just can't get near him. Maybe Frosty does mind stuff and takes the watch.
Well, I mean, what I said is, if we're gonna just be upfront about it, I can be like, "Hey, we stole your shit," and I won't say anything else about all the stuff we just learned.
Well, after the fact, but if you get up near him and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" and you're like, I'm robbing you. Fuck.
We've plenty of time. We've plenty of time to discuss these
fuck.
details, but we have limited time with Kettlestein. Kettle. I have a question.
Cat.
Yes.
Kid.
We've been asked to capture you
Yes,
and bring you to justice.
I know.
Do you know what the nature of this justice would look like?
I don't think it would be pretty.
No. I don't also want to have no answers. If somebody like Mr. Witch or Mr. Light came to us and said, why haven't you caught him yet? Why haven't you caught Kettlestream yet? We need to have a plan for why either you've stopped or why you've evaded
I'm not
us.
going to stop. I'm going to continue to cause chaos.
Well,
And you just have not caught me. No one else has. Are they going to be surprised that you are unable to do it?
Oh, then we get that. There's our alibi. Just keep doing your thing.
So we just
Go ahead. What?
Just you gotta stay away, because we gotta wait, Grimmy. Did you see Kettle's team? Oh, why I do? Yes, we did. We had a whole conversation on it.
I know how to actually shut the fuck up when I need to, alright?
Good, I'm glad I don't have a curse. It doesn't let me to lie.
Me too!
be where we are not.
fucked.
Be where we are not.
I know where you've been,
Yes.
so I will be where you've been and not where you have left to go.
So you'll go everywhere except for perhaps the Hall of Illusions. It was quite boring.
No,
racing.
I cannot go there as I've stolen the voice of the mine. And I quite like it.
Oh, I mean, it suits you, strangely.
Thank you.
I would like you to
It
give
does
it back
make-
eventually. He needs it.
Kendall
How
does
else
have
is he
kind of
gonna?
nice voice. He's got kind of pretty voice.
Yeah, how else is he gonna? There's a whole romance that you're interrupting. It's bringing the whole mood of the carnival. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Can you steal Thaco's voice?
Yeah.
What do you know about Thaco?
Yeah, what do you... Is it true he has a peanut allergy?
Yeah,
we went on the
that's what
street,
I
he had a
heard.
peanut
Yes,
allergy.
he does have a
Oh.
peanut allergy. I saw his face swell up once because he accidentally sniffed some nut dust.
What if
Oh,
you steal his
that's
voice
pretty
and
bad.
then we just kill him because we hear these bad news?
I could be persuaded to give Candlefoot back his voice.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Well,
Thaco is a good suggestion. I do think. He tries to get in with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. It doesn't work. But he tries.
Is he a bad customer?
I feel I don't know him well enough.
Where does he hang out?
Around the wagon. He likes to taunt Burley. And as much as Burley does not seem to like me, I do think that we are kindred spirits, in a way, and that's not a bad idea. I want you to roll a persuasion check for me, please.
Oh, I can do it?
nice.
I would say at advantage.
Because he's
Oh,
being...
you're gonna do it?
Oh,
I don't care.
I
One
thought you
of
were
you do
talking...
it.
Oh, me?
No, I was talking to Frost because Frost is the one that suggested giving the voice
Not
back.
particularly persuasive.
Well, I was one that suggested Thaco, so...
So
I mean, like...
I would say one of the two of you can do it at advantage.
Oh, well, this is very persuasive.
Look at you.
Thank God.
Let's just
I'm
out
so
of
good. Out of
curiosity.
curiosity.
13, 16 would have been fine.
Yeah, that'd have been of acceptable quality.
Acceptable quality.
He's gonna hit like 27.
Thank you,
somehow.
Mikey.
19.
19. Kettle Steam looks at you and, well, it would bolster your not repertoire, your
Reputation.
reputation, especially with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, if the carnival's mood were raised at your own hand, and bringing the lovers back together could do just that.
Oh?
And while you're doing that, I can steal another voice. I'm not speaking to you until then, so it gives me time to procure the voice until next we meet.
Here are some peanut butter M&Ms, and if you just wait for him to laugh, you just toss one in there.
Lovely, and she'll take them and put them in her pack. Yes.
What's an M&M?
I don't like that parallel. I don't like that.
Oh, you got them when you went to Hershey Park. What a great... The keeper of the one-pound chocolate bars. Oh, what a good time that was.
Way better than Scrub Garden. Way better than
this
one
world apart.
flag. I hate one flag. It's the worst.
Did you say shrub garden
That's really funny.
instead of bush
I
garden?
said Scrub Garden.
He said, well, he said
Oh.
scrub guard, but
I
I
meant-
knew
I understood
Oh,
what you
I
meant.
thought you.
Shrub. I
I
meant
thought you
shrub.
said shrub garden.
That was
So
what I
that's
meant.
what I heard.
I'm messing up my words tonight too. I'm in big trouble.
I mean, I don't have a brain, so. She looks between both of you and she nods. Well, I guess that's it then. This will be the last we speak until Thaco has come to an end.
Why do we
As
have
it
to kill
were.
him?
Well,
I'm not going to kill him, I'm simply going to steal his voice.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, let me just ask. Let's say you steal his voice and then we kill him. Are you going to lose the voice, or is it sort of finders keepers?
I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They could.
It's quite a conundrum. But that's something for us to worry about in the future.
Indeed, let's hope
And
he
she
has his
reaches
EpiPen
into her
pen.
pocket and she pulls out what looks to be a corn husk doll
Good.
with a thorny stem tied around its neck. And it is clear upon looking at this that it is a husk doll that is made in the visage of Candlefoot the Mime. And she hands it to you. Take that to Candlefoot, remove the thorny vine from around its neck, and his voice will be released back to him.
Yeah.
And if we get asked, what should we say as far as how we found this?
That you almost caught me in a crowd of people, but I was able to slip through your grasp. However, you were able to snatch this from my person before I got away.
Well, one of you will have to handle that.
It's my pleasure. It's very appropriate given how thorny Candlefoot is.
All right, well,
Was
stay
that
safe.
another slip of the tongue?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that it? Are we good?
I hope that's it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we have a plan?
We have got such a plan. Oh, we're gonna win.
It was something meeting you. Good luck.
And good luck
Good
to
luck,
you.
Cat. Stay out of danger.
Until we meet again. Stay out of
Until we
danger,
meet
yes.
again.
Not a
I
dude.
hope you are successful. I will be watching from the wings at the crowning of the Witchlight. Oh, yes, because I'm the kenku.
Kind of sad that you can't fly.
Well, it was lovely meeting you. You have a nice night now. And you watch as she turns, opens the door, and leaves.
If I was a bird person and I'm walking out and I couldn't fly.
What are you doing?
Oh,
God, that's so rude.
oh, I'm just feeling sad now all of a sudden. Oh, the mood.
No. We've got the perfect solution, Gricko, to raising the mood.
Oh!
For what could raise the mood greater than a wedding?
I mean, he's got a good point.
Everyone likes a wedding until the pigeons explode from too much rice.
I mean, every comedy does end with the wedding.
I pictured it. What is wrong with you?
Well, well, I guess then we
Do
need
your
to just...
parents ever call you and go, "How did we make you?"
Yeah.
Pretty much every morning.
And why?
I'm like, I've explained this to you before.
What have we done?
You sent me to clown college. What did you expect?
Why do you exist?
You're spending 6 weeks in clown college. Get the fuck away from us.
What do I got a ball? You fucking juggle!
Well, I guess the plan is to get one of us to be the Witchlight Monarch. So we need to enjoy more merriment.
I love it.
Well, we got the rest of Pixie Kingdom.
Oh, let's enjoy the rest of Pixie Kingdom. Hey, jellybean starfish, jellybean starfish, jellybean
Oh
starfish.
yeah, I'm Jellybean Starfish.
I'm
That's my
Tony
other
Hawk.
kid. What's your name? Yeah,
Dimple.
Dimple.
Yeah.
Dimple with the dumple.
Dimple, me.
And cotton candy.
Don Candy's me.
I imagine canonically Gideon has like a little notebook.
It's like really tiny.
And he pulls out like tiny spectacles. Like,
Getting actually secretly journals every night.
Today I was the cake chick.
I ate so much cake.
Life is good.
You're on your stomach and your feet are kicking up behind you.
Frost is a pussy. A cat who couldn't eat as much cake as me.
Nothing else of import occurred.
Yes, it seems to me that we really need to enjoy this carnival to its maximum. That means that we can go count the feathers. Perhaps even go back to the snail racing. There may be the
No. We already did that. We don't
Yeah,
need to
snail
do it
racing was
twice.
too complicated.
Oh, and that's where Torbeck met his end.
Oh, he died? I thought that he was captured.
I think they brought him to the farm.
It's unclear what happened to him, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Every time you guys say farm, you mean murder, so I can only assume that
No,
Torbeck
we
is dead.
mean manslaughter and then clearing up the body.
You know, a dimple implies the existence of one large, or smaller dimplings.
Oh.
What about like a bigger, like just like dimp?
Oh, a dimp.
Damn.
I like your accent there.
Yeah. Oh, a damn.
A damn.
Let's go.
That
Let's go have a
conversation.
I actually, I knew a bloke back in the swamp who called himself a dimp. There was always a red candle in his window.
Oh my god. You know
He
that
wore very
means.
nice hats, though. I mean, you know, it was like, oh,
Jesus.
it's quite nice.
I'm glad you mentioned
Aren't
this.
they more like
I,
masks?
That conversation with Kettlestein was very long, so I'm hoping to take a dimp if we can find a restroom.
You watch as Ket leaves, clearly offended by Gricko's comments about flying, and shuts the door behind you. You imagine you could stay in this room as long as you need to. It's nice and cozy in here. There is tea available on the counter. There's a small little
decaf.
there's a small little ice chest off to the side where you imagine that there are confections. Each of these houses is set up for places for a little bit of privacy and a little bit of relaxation in the wildness that is the Witchlight Carnival.
I'll let you go to the ice chest and see if I can find some ice.
There is ice in there, but there are also otter pops. There are these adorable little frozen otter-shaped popsicles that are flavored in many different flavors. There's melon, lime, there's birthday cake that's filled with sprinkles on the inside, and each of the otters has cute little mustaches or monocles or adorable little features on them. Some of them are holding little clams.
Guys, you never guess what I just found.
What did you find, Gideon?
Delicious and cute frozen treats.
Oh.
How delicious and how cute.
Take a look at this.
Get him one of those! Get him one of those! Oh, do they have a cherries berries on
They
it?
do have a cherries berries.
It's got two clams.
Frosty, I know you're a birthday cake man. Why don't you just take that?
I have a nice tea here. It's
Get the fuck out, Inspector!
No, it was my Earl Grey tea. Hot.
But you do notice that there is a lavender Earl Grey otter pop. It's a very dapper otter with a top hat on and a monocle holding a cane that's topped with a clam.
You seem like an Earl Grey lavender
Well,
otter pop kind of
I will
cat.
accept this. It seems of acceptable quality.
I'd like to put some ice on top of my head and then produce flame and melt it in water.
Ooh.
Perfect. You're easily able to do that.
Nice!
Oh, look at this one. It's like it's like a rocket otter, the red, white, and blue one. He has sunglasses and a machine gun. And a cheeseburger.
That one's cheeseburger flavored.
Oh, yummy!
Do you have any flavor like Tony Sachery's?
A little pickle.
You look down and you see that right next to the mango one covered in chili, that there is next to it a one that looks like it's frozen gumbo.
Oh my God.
One for you.
This is fucking brilliant.
Do you death roll when you do that?
That otter had a skull mask on its face, and it was holding a cane, a set of dice, and was wearing a top hat as well.
Oh, it's the child's one. It's the mysterious yellow square otter, and his eyes are like, ooh. Oh, its face is smeared.
It's clearly been heated and then refrozen and then heated and then refrozen. It looks like a monster. Perhaps we should correct it to improve
Okay,
the
hold
mood
on.
of
We've
this
got some Arizona family here. I love you, my Arizona family.
Get in the zone.
Oh, a Super Mario popsicle. I found him at.
I dare you, if you are from Arizona, there's someone said I'm from Arizona, I'm on the East Coast now, have an Arizona-themed birthday party and order in some of those mango popsicles covered in chili and watch that none of your friends will eat them. And so for the next 4 years, you have a bin of them because none of your friends will eat them.
I would eat them.
Well, you didn't.
I wanted to. In my heart.
Well, I don't think you were invited to that birthday party, so.
Ooh.
Well, you were invited to my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
So you
party
think we
that
have
I
these
had when I was
popsicles
6.
to cool
And it
off
was
that
really
sick
cool. We went to
burn?
the bathtub and solved the puzzle.
You know what? My least favorite birthday party one was the one where no one showed up.
That actually happened.
Yeah.
Well, we need to get the mood of this carnival out.
I think I was like 8 or 9. I was really excited because I was having a Barbie themed birthday and like we actually like decked everything out. And we sent out invitations and like I wrote on all the invitations and literally no one came. I mean, I got to eat the cake by myself, so it's fine.
Whole cake.
This guy's wearing a hat with a parrot, and he has a nice tropical shirt. I think this is pina colada flavored.
Who?
Oh, he even says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's drink.
Is that the Jimmy Buffett?
Let's drink tequila at 10 a.m.
It's actually tequila flavored.
Oh!
And there's a worm inside.
That's why I got it.
I wouldn't mind some tequila.
No, it's pina colada. That's the margarita one.
Yes, the margarita one
so
has
like-
the worm inside and also
This
is
is
covered
lady.
in lime and salt.
Oh,
And then the
she's got
other
some
one is the
fur
pina
on
colada.
it.
Yeah.
She's like a wasted,
true.
like a wasted cougar on it.
She's got some mangoes.
Yeah, she's got some. Why don't we get drunk and hold hands because we're artists?
If we want to improve the mood of this carnival, I do propose we find and distribute the tequila.
There's no tequila here.
You don't think so?
If we unleash the tequila, this place burns to the ground.
No, there's a tequila otter pop.
Is there enough for everyone? How other than
It's
Dionysus night. Be careful with the power you're dealing with.
Oh, fuck, I
So
forgot
I
about
gotta
that.
say, my
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
thing about this is I just randomly make up otter pops for this ice chest. And I throw out a couple, and then y'all just run with it. Now there are a million otter pops.
Oh, no, there's 8 me.
No, this one's made out of pork. It's the otter pop.
Oh, the spaghetti and meatballs one.
It's spelled otter, O-D-D-E-R. Otter pop.
Oh, the clam chowder one. Oh, it's just an otter.
This is a normal otter?
Yeah.
It's
It's like hyper-realistic otter.
Yeah.
Like hyper-realistic. Anyways, we should probably go.
We should
do all
probably-
that stuff.
Okay,
so we all gotta enjoy a nice time. So the music gets so good that Mr. Light is like, oh, I'm gonna use the weather vane and Frosty. You can be my monarch.
No, I don't think it's a matter of us enjoying a good time. It's
No.
a matter of everyone.
If we
enjoying
enjoy a
themselves.
good time, everyone will have a nice time.
We have to make sure that everyone's having a good time.
So we need to have fun, not at the expense of other people.
That's right.
I know that's kind of our thing.
That's right.
But we need to know.
Can you behave?
Oh,
We got like, oh god, we really have like 3 hours left?
yeah, we do.
That'll only take 24 in-game hours.
Okay, think about 3 hours
So,
of game time.
Yeah, I mean, we've only been here 4 hours. We got like twice as much time left over.
We'll finish the carnival, episode 48.
Hey.
I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave.
And then we'll play the campaign.
I kick the door open.
And then the prelude is over.
Pixie Kingdom, we're here. We brought tequila orders.
The moment you
Tiffany.
the moment you open the door, you
I can do yellow shots, girl. In my fucking werewolf costume that I'm still wearing. I'm dressed as the beloved cartoon mascot, Fruit Brew.
Are you gonna let me DM, Michael?
Fruit Brew.
Kindly shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Please let me cast suggestion at will and wriggle all
I
these fails.
That's a part of it,
about to start. I'm about to add that to your message.
I'm playing along.
That's your message. That's brilliant.
I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. You can talk, Mike. I don't know what to say.
No, we're going out in the Pixie
Pixie
Kingdom.
Kingdom.
What do we see?
I'm following Greek.
Everyone's coming around
Oh,
for tequila
yes.
pops.
No, they're not coming for the
Oh.
otter pops. What you see is that you are now surrounded by a bunch of giggling pixies, all of them wearing sashes around their necks that say "Bride's Pixie." One of them says "Pixie Bride," and then on the back it says "Pixie Dust. It's a rush." And they're all drinking from champagne and giggling as they swarm around you. And you hear a couple of them. There are 12 of them in total. as they all swarm around you.
I'm assuming that one of them is extremely drunk because she thought that she would be able to get married before the one that's actually.
Can you please let me DM here?
I'm just
You know,
assuming.
is it okay for me
I'm
to?
looking out for the drunk one. That's Frost.
Is it okay for me to DM tonight, fellas?
It's cool, you know. Whatever.
You know, do you
I'm
think?
trying.
I know that we're now mutual DMs in this campaign, but like, would it be cool if like I maybe did it for
We're
a
all
while?
DMs here, except for Rich.
Except for Rich.
Shut the fuck up!
You shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
You don't
I
DM.
haven't said shit. So we see
Hey,
this.
carpe diem, everybody.
Alright, let's see you guys get the stream started, okay?
Okay.
We've done it once, and it only froze a little.
Yeah, all right. We may have had to end.
2018.
Yeah, we may have had to end early because we couldn't figure out how to get it restarted.
Yeah.
And then after 45 minutes, we turned it back on to literally nobody. But we did it.
So, if this is what I see,
Is there one that thought she was getting married
So,
first?
yes, what you see as you walk out is 12 pixies as they begin to swarm you. One of them you see towards the back is crying. Another pixie has their arm around her. And it's hard to hear what's being said as they're all chittering about. You do see, actually, there are only 11 because your bride is clearly off to the side with what appears to be a very boisterous and chubby pixie mom who is talking to her and helping her plan her wedding. You find yourself oddly more aroused by the pixie mom than your bride to be.
That's not
if
odd.
I know Mikey and Greco.
I mean, Greco. Give it a game, Nikki. Give it a game.
It's gonna be fine. All you have to do is wait.
Just a few decades, maybe we'll see that stopwatch.
Like mother, like daughter. Give her more water.
So,
And they immediately begin to, oh my god, it's the groom! Ah! Oh my god, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited. We can't believe that you're coming to the family. We're all family here at Pixie Kingdom, you know. This is so great. You are such a cute couple. I mean, it must not be easy being green.
I would have walked out.
End of scene setting. I would have walked out.
No, I would have walked out of the thing and seen all. Oh! Oh, the groom!
They immediately fly towards you and put a sash around you that says Pixie Groom.
It's quite easy to be green. I wrote a song about it.
It's pretty funny.
We have let everyone know what is happening here. Invitations have gone out. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light have already received theirs and have accepted. We're going to do the wedding right before the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And you hear towards the back, I just don't get it, you know? Because, like, I was growing up as, like, so much cuter than she was, you know? And, like, I didn't want to say it because we're best friends. But, like, look at me. And if Jimmy had just not you know, I don't even want to talk about Jimmy right now. I'm really happy for her, okay? It's the alcohol.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay, Rachel.
It's gonna be okay.
There, Rachel.
Have an otter pop.
Is that what Frost is doing?
I'm being
Derek is canonically at the Witchlight Carnival. The bearded glasses man.
I'm in Pixie Kingdom. This is so cool.
I like your
I don't know who you are, but like, thank you so much for this honor.
It's fine. It's fine. You want to get married though?
I mean, are you asking for real? Because right now I'm vulnerable. And like, you should say no, but do you wanna?
Yeah.
Look at my green pants. Do these green pants look like a bachelor?
And you hear that as this random half-elven male walks away with a pixie in his hands.
Bye,
Well, I was a very
Rachel.
strange man indeed.
Yeah,
you see his pants?
you
They
see
look
those green
really
pants?
old and terrible on me.
That's stupid.
Who wears green khakis to a carnival?
His sweater's clearly too small for him.
Probably dried it on high.
Gringo, you're all right. You look lime.
Lime Otter Pop shots for the bachelorette's party.
So we did come over to ask you a question. You can say no, but please
Oh, it's
don't.
quite easy being green.
My name is Vixie, and I am the Pixie of
Oh, good.
So-
I can't wait for you to meet Neil.
Oh, we've already sent Neil his invitation.
Oh, of
we
course you
just
did.
knew you were
Wait,
gonna
how do you
want him
have
here
Neil's
as your
address?
best man.
The Feywild Gideons.
Address at Goblin College.
Cut to some random bedroom and Neil's just like, what's happening?
I can't wait to hold the I can't wait to show Grico my new Magic the Gathering deck. I accept the disturbance. I mean,
No, I'm not fucking kidding. Neil's making an appearance in this goddamn session.
You know, we already sent Neil his invitation, and he was quick to accept to be ascending. So we have magically created a way for him to get here. He'll be here within like the next probably 15 to 20 minutes or so. However, in the meantime, we really hope that you don't mind doing us a huge favor. We know you're the groom and all, but we heard you was also drag queens, and we really want to see a drag show!
Oh.
I don't know who told you that, but
We have invited everyone, and Mr. Witch and Mr. Light said they would come and watch. That we could even put it on in the big top.
Oh! I just came in for the wedding.
It's fine. We're gonna have
I can't wait until my identical twin brother, King Schmebulok, gets married. When I got the invitation, I was like,
What are you talking about, Grico? You're getting married.
oh no!
Can you move the tracker down one, the happiness tracker, as the pixies start getting sad?
No, my twin brother is a king. He's very
Oh,
wealthy.
is he? Oh, do you
He's
think he
royalty.
would? Do you think he would be part of the drag show instead of you?
Yeah, no, I think the one you were talking to, he's a prankster. It's like, it's kind of like me old self. Like, I always say, oh man, King Schmebulok, he would go by Grico. He was a really kind of a mean-spirited prankster who's kind of like a bratty little
They
brother.
immediately start like talking amongst themselves, and you hear them saying, "Does he really think that we can't see that that he has clearly made this pact with Pixie? I mean, this is ridiculous, right? He's trying to pretend like he's not the person. Doesn't he know that there's a magical aura and glow when you make some kind of a fey pact with someone, and that you can't just lie your way out of it? This is ridiculous. Do you think we should tell her? Do you think he's cheating on her? Do you really think he has a king brother? Man, that would be really interesting."
My identical twin brother, King Schmebulok, has much wealth and tracts of land and a whole small council, complete with Master of Coin.
Yeah, so that's amazing. You still have to marry Pixie, but do you think that you could bring your king brother and he could do the drag show instead of you? Because I'm sure she'd like to meet him before the wedding. You hear a little bit of chatter. Do you think that she knows he's got a king brother? Why would she pick him over the king? Maybe we shouldn't let her meet the king brother. She might fall in love with him instead.
I can't wait. I was just joking, guys. Hey, I'm always known for joking around. Right?
Rico, if you need to
Oh, joking. I'm known for joking around, fellas.
play your ocarina if you need to escape.
Pick up by the shoulder, start taking. What the fuck are you doing? This is a fucking nightmare.
I gonna get out of this?
No, we have to keep everyone happy. It's important that we all...
You start to see that they're starting to look really sad as you avoid answering their question. As the tracker starts to go down one more.
No!
So what you're saying you don't want to put on the drag show for us?
Smebulok is going to come in a second. I actually just got a message. Twin powers.
Mm-hmm.
Twin powers.
Yeah, that tracks.
That's the thing.
Yeah. He just got in. He's feeling real jet lagged, and he's trying to be a buzzkill and not enjoy Dionysus Night. So I'm gonna go fetch him, and I might need to make preparations and talk to the flower person and talk to the
DJ.
social media
You gotta get the lighting just right.
Oh, you mean you gotta go do all of the stuff that Pixie doesn't want to do? She just writes it down and orders you around, and you have to actually deal with it all because she's bridezillaing right now.
He's going to be doing all of the emotional labor.
Yeah, so... But that still doesn't answer our question because we did already invite Mr. Witch and Mr. Light to the drag show, so are you willing to do it? Are you just going to have your brother sub in for you?
I'm so busy, I think I'll have King Smebulok, my twin brother Smebulok, come in, and I hope that he's very charming. I hope he doesn't sweep you away. I'm always like, hey, Smebulok, stop stealing my girls.
So I'm sorry, you're saying that this goblin king is he's single?
Oh, he's looking for a bride,
Oh my god,
actually.
did you hear that? He's looking for a bride.
Yeah, he
Oh my
just got
God.
rejected, actually.
And his kingdom is certainly not in decline.
And
No, it's not in the decline at all. There's no war with any trolls, okay?
yeah, and didn't you just lose your job or in hideous debt?
Oh yeah, but no, I'm kind of finding myself.
Yeah.
You know, I figure like, I can do all the cooking and cleaning while you go work. You know,
Yeah,
and I'll stay at home, and you'll say,
Well, and then the nice thing is,
I'll kind of tidy up a little bit. You know.
once you're married, she'll assume the debt, and we can loop her in to help her pay off for it.
Wait,
Yeah.
Share all of our burdens.
When you're talking about debts and stuff, we don't even use human money. We're pixies.
Well, you
I'm a goblin.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm in terrible debt to this guy, Remy. I mean, it's not a big deal. His name is Remy Guru. He's a horribly powerful voodoo man who runs
you
a
know
whole...
someone who's horribly powerful?
Yeah, I owe him like hundreds of thousands of human gold. Yeah, he's a human though. Don't worry, he's not anything crazy like that. He's still a human.
Draco basically doesn't even have control of his soul. I don't even know if he could make this pack in the first
That's
place.
so
given that
cool. I
fact.
can't wait to tell Pixie about that. She's gonna love you even more.
Yeah, and so when you work and we share our burdens, I'll help out around the house. And I'll look for a job, and you'll say, "Oh, Greco, have you worked on your resume?"
I'm not
and I'll
your
say,
wife.
"I'm working on it." Then you see us at the table.
He has said that to me many times. You should see him stack dishes in the sink. Dirty dishes as far, all the way up to the ceiling. It's remarkable the balance he can achieve.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be great.
And every time I eat cereal, I always use 2 bowls.
Oh yeah, and I can't wait when we move in together. I'm gonna bring my whole Funko Pop collection. We're gonna have a house for them, right? A whole room in our house for them, right? I'm gonna go get Smebula. I can't wait for you for us to share our burdens together, especially my debt to a horrible voodoo man.
That sounds amazing. We're gonna go get ready then. We're gonna confirm with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light that right before the Witchlight carnival, or the crowning of the Witchlight monarch, celebration, that we're gonna go ahead and do the wedding, but that before that even you're gonna put on the drag show, because Mr. Light seemed really excited when we told him Frost was participating.
And that's happening at the end of the
At
night.
the end of the evening, yeah.
So a drag show, a wedding, and then the king, the monarch king?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be a huge event. It's gonna be
Until
the biggest
then,
event.
Until then, so I will. So I'm gonna.
It's gonna be the biggest event of the entire Witchlight Carnival for like years and years and years. And Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are so excited for it.
Yeah.
The Pixie Kingdom has never known so much renown.
Oh.
It's just, oh gosh, I'm getting verklempt.
Oh, also am I. I am being fey pacted with you, my rat bride.
I'm not your bride.
That's not Pixie.
I keep telling you, my name is Vixie. Vixie's over there with her mom, Busty.
Yeah, she's working with the
Rachel.
mom, you know?
It's so nice.
My name's Vixie.
Oh, Vixie.
Rachel was the drunken pixie that doesn't even go here.
Is she wearing pink, though?
I mean, it's a Wednesday. We wear pink on Wednesdays.
That tracks.
There's a pixie named Rachel? Or is it like Rachel Lixie?
No, her name was Rachel.
Oh.
Rich
She's not
sexy.
from around here.
Oh.
Oh.
that's your mom over there?
Yeah, that's Busty.
Oh, is Mr. Busty gonna be? Is her dad gonna walk her down the aisle?
No, that didn't end well.
Oh,
He can't walk.
It was weird. He walked out of the house once, his legs fused together. He screamed, "My fucking legs!" and drowned in a swamp.
Oh, terrible! You know that actually happened to me, cousin.
One of those Feywild swamps, yeah.
Oh, I mean, it happened. I was just in a regular old swamp, and that happened to my cousin Legsy. They called him that before his legs fused together.
Oh, you know Legsy?
I mean, I did know Legsy.
Oh, it must be a different Legsy. Our Legsy has legs for days.
Oh no, he had very short legs.
No, Legsy has really big legs.
Be a scamp today and eat porridge. Oh no! And he drowned in the swamp.
What are you doing?
We thought he was in the swamp. We thought he drowned in the swamp. And he didn't get his body was not eaten by any hydra. None. And
Hydra.
And
with
not,
left teeth.
I wonder why they call her Mother Busty. Anyway,
You really want to why?
She keeps falling over.
I mean, she can barely fly.
Her wings are the size of Gideon's.
No, she spits forward.
Well, that means that we have until the drag show. To
I'm gonna go party with my
Guys' night.
Guys' night.
Yeah, a bachelor party.
Bachelor party.
Our job is to get Greco laid as frequently as possible.
And then I'll get Schmebula.
Mr. Light said you have access to the special trunk in the costume closet for your drag show. And yeah, it will procure whatever your heart desires costume-wise. It's how he gets his outfit for all of his shows. He doesn't let just anyone use that magical costume trunk. So you're really lucky. I would make sure you have an idea of what you're gonna need, though.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I have an idea right away. I'm very excited to get into Mr. Light's dress.
How long were you waiting to say that? The second she said special trunk, you were like,
I tried so hard.
Yeah,
I
me
would be
too.
the first to speak.
Yeah, I really want to forage around in Mr. Light's special trunk.
Give me everything
That sounds quite nice, actually.
whatever I dream of.
Yeah.
What we should do is we should go get Smeblock and have him participate in the drag show.
Oh, Smebulite is going to love plundering Mr. Light's special trunk.
Yeah, Smeblock, and the nice thing is, while we're doing the show, he's got a much better body. He's handsome. He's fit.
Yeah.
You've been letting yourself go.
Oh, I mean, have you had? I mean, I know the rat snacks are for. Wait, why do I have rat snacks? They're quite delicious.
And the oyster po' boys, you kind of, you take your shirt off, you look like a melting bowl of lime ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah.
A little bit of maybe key lime on it.
We put Smeblock.
Or perhaps a little bit of peppermint.
Yeah, just show for the ages.
Contagious diseases. I mean, they're endless.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did spend a lot of time with Toolbeck.
Yeah.
It's kind of a goblinoid thing, you know. We're known as disease carriers. There's
Kind of
special
like pigeons, right?
Well, we're known. There's a special kind of gobbo plague that only goblinoids can carry.
And fairies, I think.
Yeah, I think it's
so
transmissible.
good to know that Pixie is a candy striper pixie and that she's capable of really just getting rid of anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So you should tell her everything we talked about, especially my Funko Pop.
Oh, she's gonna be so excited to hear it. She loves Funko Pops.
Oh yeah. Okay. Smebulok has an even bigger collection on account of being a king. He has a whole castle of them.
Why don't you stop talking?
What?
And why don't we go?
Man.
This has been a time.
Oh, it has been a time.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just do a round of tequila oyster pops before we go to celebrate
They're Otter Pops.
Oh, what did I say? Oyster pie.
But there's probably some oyster
There's probably
shots.
some
Yeah,
tequila. Tequila.
Yeah, you
Oyster.
You should continue to spend time in Pixie Kingdom if you want. I'm sorry, but we are gonna have to separate your bride from you for a while. Her and Mommy Dearest have things to do before the
My
wedding.
beloved me.
Pixie! Oh! Well, the good news is,
I can
like
barely-
Frost was saying, we have had some planned rendezvous with Rihanna Flog and Igor
You've talked to
Shemetsky.
Riata. She's not part of Pixie Kingdom. She works the main carnival.
No, the idea is that
It's bachelor's night.
what are we gonna do, Frost?
We're gonna
Oh,
make
you're
sure
gonna
that
hire her services? She's gonna be a dancing girl?
yeah, we're
Oh,
gonna work.
she do that?
What else would you do on bachelor night? We're gonna smoke cigars and laugh as this pole gets written up and down all stripper like.
That is absolutely distasteful, Frosty.
No,
This may be a little premature, but Pixie, here's a bread maker.
My name is Vixie.
No. I'm giving. Is it too early to give the gift?
Frost is me best man.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, you're my best man. Of course you're my best man. You're my best friend.
What about me?
We told Neil that he was your best man. He even rented the tux already.
We'll
Oh,
tell him
he's
when
part of the wedding party. He's at the very end.
Oh, he's gonna be so disappointed. He said he's never been asked to be anybody's best man, and he just
That
spent
doesn't surprise
everything that he owns, and it wasn't a lot on getting that tux and those shoes for this wedding. He said he's willing to go into debt for his best friend Gricko.
We're gonna give you the best. Wait, are you the bride? Sorry,
I'm
I've
Vixie.
lost track.
The bride
it's the
has-
same to me.
The bride has not been here this entire conversation. Rachel doesn't go here.
Oh, she's with Busty.
Yeah.
With a mom
She's with a
Busty,
mom.
yeah.
Oh, her mom's Busty or your
Yeah.
mom's Busty?
No, her mom. That's the
I'm
mother
so
of the
totally
bride.
confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That's what.
Sorry,
That's
Pixie.
yeah.
Hold on,
I'll hold my
I'm
presence
going
till
to
the end.
explain this to you.
Yes.
Toolbit can be an usher.
There are 11 pixies here now that Rachel's gone. This is Minxie, Twixie, Nixie, I'm Vixie, there's Grixie, Dixie, Taxi, there's Zaxie, Quaxie, Rixie, and Stixie.
Right?
Taxi's here?
Yeah, well, we thought you were gonna hire Taxi to be your dancing girl, but apparently you want to go with Riata Flaw.
I think we're
Two
gonna.
for the price of one.
I think-
Oh, no, you can't put Riata and Taxi in the same room.
Actually-
They have a beef going back years. You want to know what Riata did? She slept with Taxi's boyfriend. And sure, Taxi slept with Riata's boyfriend first, but that's still girl, you don't do that.
No, that's why we're gonna keep it the only pixie that I could ever be attracted to.
Are you having a stroke?
Is my beloved Frosty help. Reaching my brain and food. Okay.
Rubik's Cube your brain.
Okay. Oh, thank you. You saved my life. As always. That's why you're me best man, maybe. Depending on how Neil's sadness and tragedy will affect the mood of the carnival. The greater good, Frosty.
Neil won't make it through the swamp.
That's actually a good point. The only pixie I can be attracted to is my beloved
Mother.
Bixie.
Pixie, yes.
I can see that you've had too many tequila on a pop, so we're going to go ahead and chalk that up to alcohol.
So we are going to procure the services of Laszlo Grigorovich,
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's what it is.
the Eladrin dancer.
Oh, I think that would be much more acceptable than Riata, to be honest.
My bride is my biggest.
A thin line of vomit comes out.
Yeah. I can't wait to be committed.
We're gonna give the best show you've ever seen.
I've always liked them short.
Your wedding's gonna be great.
And not big enough to crush my head with
All
a
right,
vase.
well,
That's disgusting.
I think we've said enough here because we, as the Pixie party for the bride, do have a lot of fun things to do. We gotta help her pick out a dress. It's dress time, and we've got to get ready for the drag show. We've always wanted to see one, and we can't wait to scream really loudly and not tip nearly enough. So we're gonna go ahead and go do that.
Right.
And in the meantime, we have set aside something special for you guys to enjoy. Really, the last bit of Pixie Kingdom, and that is normally Pinecone is available for everyone. But Pinecone the pug is now exclusively yours for the next bit of time. Now, the thing is, Pinecone is a little bit excitable, and he only listens to pixies. But I'm going to go ahead and escort you so that we make sure Pinecone's fine, and you can do Pinecone rides. He's really fast, and he likes to have a good time, so you just hop on his back and ride around for a while.
Is that the main attraction of Pixie Kingdom?
Yeah.
It actually is. There is a excitable pug.
In the book?
Yes.
What did you just say?
One character at a time can ride Pinecone, an excitable pug that listens only to pixies.
We're very small, so it might be like riding an elephant at the zoo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you
But
saw
like-
how big Biscuit was. I mean, a pug's like at least 8 times bigger than that.
And because we knew that one of your wedding party loves unicorns, we put a cute little unicorn horn on Pinecone, and he's just adorable.
Did you say unicorn pug?
Yeah, he's a unicorn
I
pug.
love
Oh,
unicorns.
these pictures ain't so bad. I mean, it's kind of nice. For guys' night, bachelor party.
So yeah, right in the very center, there's a big circular area where Pinecone runs around. We would normally do a ticket punch for something like this, but since y'all are getting married, Pinecone's on the house.
So we're not getting married. Gregor's getting married.
Yes, no, I know.
Let's be crystal fucking clear, all right? The three of us, we're single eligible black bachelors.
How are you? Hi, honey.
Hi.
So you like unicorns, huh?
I do.
She snaps her fingers and has a unicorn horn.
All right, fellas, we should get going.
Yeah. And I'm very much after this is done, we thank you. We'll get all of the stuff that she doesn't want while she's bridezillaing, and then I'll finally be able to meet the mother of the bride. We can have a nice cup of coffee with breast milk. I mean 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 breast milk.
No, I think he's saying the right thing. I think he's saying exactly what it means.
Do you mean heavy cream?
Plant-based soil and milk is procured from the staffing area.
Give this man a MILF now. It's one of the competitions.
Have another otter pop. Have another. This is full of tequila.
I got it out, fellas. Let's go meet Ponco.
Let's go.
Thank you, Vixie. Bye.
Vixie follows you, being probably one of the few people that in this area that can actually control Pinecone. And you make your way towards the center of Pixie Kingdom. You're walking down a pathway that is lined by the gnarled roots of this large tree as it bursts out of the ground, and it forms a beautiful path, zigzagging path down towards this this not small, it's actually quite huge for you now, but it would be very small for you at your normal size. And it is an enclosed space where inside is this rambunctious pug puppy. And to your normal sizes, it would be a teeny tiny pug puppy. This would be probably the runt of the litter. But in your pixie sizes, this is a large pug. Its eyes can't quite focus properly as they're kind of not fully, they're moving around a little too much. They're a little more bug-eyed than you're used to. Pinecone is slobbering all over the place, a beautiful fawn pug. As it runs in circles, chasing its own tail. You can see where its little paws have dug itself a race course inside of this little alcove. And there would normally be a line of people here. You can see where the line for the ticketing would be, but it is empty. This is now reserved specifically for the groomsmen's party, for you to enjoy some pug riding. You can ride all at once, or you can ride one at a time. It's up to you how you would like to do this. But she calls out to Pinecone, and he runs over and wags his tail and slobbers and sniffs and starts licking at her, incredibly happy to see her. As she says, "All right, Pinecone, you gotta go ahead and sit down. These are your new friends, okay? You be super nice to them, you promise?" Pinecone snorts and yips and barks happily as his tail wags. His tail is a full curly Q as it wags back and forth excitedly as he looks at you.
That is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
The unicorn horn is magically affixed to his forehead. It's difficult to see how his face is so wrinkly, and yet the unicorn horn does not appear to be sitting on top of the wrinkles. It looks like he is a unicorned pug. The magic's done so well to replicate that image.
She's a beaut.
There's one cute pooch.
Oh my goodness.
And they transmogrified him just for me. All right, fellas. Should we all ride together?
Let's all ride together. It's guys' night.
Yes, let's just all ride together. That's
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna do something really special quickly, all right? If you could just turn and look away.
No, all right.
Okay. I'll let you know. I only just met Pinecone, but if anything happens to him, I'm gonna kill everyone in this carnival and then myself.
Oh, don't you worry, we would never hurt Pinecone.
Okay. I'm just
Pinecone's one
saying
of
if there's
us.
some sort of mysterious cloud or ghost or something.
No.
Oh, Uncle. Okay.
And you all turn away, and you hear the yips and happy sounds of a very contented pug. And as you, it takes a minute or so before she allows you to turn back around, and you see that Pinecone is now dressed in a small puppy tuxedo, a bow tie affixed under his neck, and over his back, where you'll be seated, is it's almost like a saddle where there are 4 chairs for each of you and a large dressing banner that says groomsmen's party. It's guys' night.
Oh,
Hey, it's guys now.
if only.
I wonder if it says just a couple of fellas on the other side.
Oh, it totally
That's
does.
the hashtag.
It totally does. If you look around on the other side, it says just a couple of fellas. Don't worry, it's ironic.
Oh,
It's ironic.
man, I wish Torbek could be here. We could have given him +1 for Clementines.
I don't think we could. I think he kidnapped her and she was reclaimed.
I don't
Tragic love story.
What did you do? What did you do with Torbek?
He's like, I'm gonna get on the fucking bike.
Yeah, you're already on the.
Let's go! Come on, guys! It's guys' night!
Happy guys night!
Let's go. guys.
Frost is a little hesitant.
Oh, come on, Frosty.
Seeing your
step
hesitancy,
up, man.
No, but he
Pinecone
wants to put on a good show. He wants to be happy.
Pinecone notices, because pugs are very emotionally attuned animals, and you see as Pinecone moves its face towards you and begins to nuzzle at you, and he's making his attempt almost at a kitty purr, like seeing that you look like a cat. He's trying to calm you as he lightly licks at you and nuzzles you with his nose.
At his normal scale, I imagine that
You could
Frost would
easily
look
hold
down
him in
and
one
he'd
hand.
be like,
yeah.
But in this reality, it's like fucking the scene where the T-Rex comes up to the fucking window during Jurassic Park.
It's exactly like that.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
exactly like that.
Yeah, I'm just getting on, Pinecone. It's fine. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know you were so good with dogs, Frosty.
He licks
I,
you,
just,
and you are completely covered in dog spit as he licks you from toe to head.
Oh,
and
he
it just
likes
slobbered all over
It
you.
does seem to like
Oh,
it.
Frosty, you're his special friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
That wasn't fake.
No.
I do everything that I can to actually. I have a tabaxi feature. I will cat leap up to my chair and just immediately just...
You do, and in this position, he does not have the neck dexterity to reach you with his tongue any longer, and you are safe. As Vixie looks around and says, "All right, well, enjoy you guys' night, and congratulations, Griggle. I can't wait for the wedding." As she closes the gate, and she says something to Pinecone in a language that none of you have heard, a language not of the Fae, but of pixies themselves. And Pinecone immediately starts off on a run as he runs around the track. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Gosh not! Gosh not! Hey, Pinecone, this owl mirage is no mirage.
Oh, dexterity? That'll be an R7 for old Grico Grimgrim.
23.
Yeah, I feel very comfortable at a 15.
Should I twist and get horribly cursed?
I mean, it's just hilarious if you do.
You won the bet.
It's just hilarious if you do.
Oh, that'll be a nice 20 for Grico Grimgrim. I guess I gotta roll a D100.
It'll distract you from the nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
activity, yeah.
I think people bet channel points, and you were in first. So yeah, well done. Congrats, chat.
54. 54.
Is anyone surprised?
Hopefully it's nothing terrible. 16.
16? All of you are able to make your saves as Pinecone runs and runs and runs and runs. There's really nothing more to this than Pinecone just running in circles around this track. Yeah! But it's adorable and it's amazing and it's cute and it was worth keeping it in this module and in this game. So.
Oh, hey, Pixies, isn't this the cutest thing? Isn't everyone happy? A little pug
And I would say everyone is, especially Cremmy. Cremmy's joy at this unicorn pug raises the happiness meter by 1.
Nice.
Shooting like glitter fireworks that explode from my cane and then like turn into a sparkly face of a unicorn pug and then shimmer into the night. And
I'll
having the best time.
be playing a little tune on my ocarina, and spectral almirages will be hopping alongside of us to mimic the motions of Pinecone.
My eyes will be closed, and I'm trying to understand how the mechanics of this beast don't make it immediately fall over forward.
There were a few times that Pinecone nearly trips over his small puppy legs. He's clearly not as lithe as he would be as he ages. He is still getting used to existing. I mean, he's such a small little scamp. He gets distracted quite often, where he'll randomly stop and just jerk and turn around the other way and start running the opposite direction.
Come on, Pinecone, I know we can do a backflip.
He's basically just spinning in place.
We can do a backflip.
He's a pug with the zoomies.
Oh, okay.
Backflip, Pinecone, I know you can do it. Yeah!
And it is now, Grico, that you begin to feel lightheaded as something overcomes you. Your mind begins to shift and warp. And, I could roll for it, but I'm just going to choose who it's going to be. Where you look over at Frost, and it's horrifying to you because Frost, this person, you have memories of who this person is, but Frost was never born. So as you look at Frost, you're basically what it says is one of your friends was never born, although you retain memories of them. So you don't believe this person here is really Frost because Frost was never born. They're just memories that you have. That's what you got. Good luck. And I will say, while you're on the back of this pug that's going very fast, you can communicate and talk about what you're going to do next.
Hey, Frost, are you doing okay?
I just, I've never been much of a dog person. I'm a cat.
He said the thing! He's a cat!
Hey, attaboy.
You have some nerve, Neil.
I'm sorry.
Dressing up as me best lad, Frosty.
Well, what are you saying? Neil isn't here yet. He's probably drowning.
Shut up, Neil! You were always jealous of my friendship with Frosty, and now you're wearing a costume to look and sound exactly like him, even though you know after his legs fused together and he drowned in the swamp.
Hey, Frost is dead, not never born.
No, that's not reality, Greco. You're saying falsehoods. You've come under some. Don't marry anyone else. We won't be able to explain it to the Pixies.
That's exactly something Frosty would say. Neil, you are so cruel. You're a real son of a bitch. You know, I always, Neil, I never liked you.
You never?
Okay? No, they put us together. They put us together in the muskrat house,
I know.
and I'm like, this guy seems okay.
I remember you telling me all of this information. I'm Frost right now.
No, you should never be Frost. You should be Neil. I know it sucks, Neil.
I remember you told me how he only slept on a mattress and he never had any food. He was very malnourished for a
Yeah!
semester. It was disgusting.
Yeah,
He never bathed. A lot of lice or some sort of bug. I can't remember. What was the bug thing? I can't remember.
No, he had he kept bugs, and he was like,
Ticks.
Yeah, he would he was like, oh god, I got more ticks. He would go out and into like the bushes and come back like, oh Greco, pull off all of my ticks. I'm like,
Oh man, he made you pull off the ticks on his
yeah,
body?
and somebody did.
And then you ate them?
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
You guys had a really weird and strange relationship with college.
Just college stuff.
Yeah, it was just college stuff.
It's just guys.
That's
night.
so. I can't believe you would pretend to be me best lad, Frosty, just because you're jealous of him and you want to be my best man.
I don't know how to.
Neil, you are a monster, and I love monsters,
You know
but you're
what?
not the good kind of monster.
I'm gonna use a twist of dread. And I'm deciding whether I want to change, whether I just want to make one up for you because it'd be more fun if you started to believe that you were Neil. Yeah, I'm gonna just make one up for you.
Do it.
As this is happening, as Pinecone is running around in circles, and the inertia of this, your innate fear of dogs, you start to feel your mind drift too as these fey magic start to warp around you. Maybe you aren't Frost. Maybe you are Neil. Maybe you hate being Neil so much, and you love Greco so much, you wish that you were this Frost person that Greco always admired. Yeah, you're not Frost anymore. You are Neil. You are Neil.
What exactly do I need to say in order to convince you that I am Frost?
Well, if you was Frosty, you could talk inside my mind and say what Frosty's favorite meal was. And you can't, Neil.
I can absolutely do that.
No, you can't.
I can too.
No, you can't, Neil.
I just breakfast. Maybe I can.
That wasn't in my mind. That was next to my ear very inappropriately.
Only you could hear that. I swear.
What did he say?
No, he said breakfast. He shouted breakfast.
Yeah, you shouted breakfast.
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Neil, this isn't nice. This isn't funny, Neil.
You have any idea what's going on here?
Don't let them ruin this for me. I'm tuning them out.
Neil,
Yeah. I mean, no. Frost.
ha! I got you. You've
No,
always been a terrible liar, Neil.
Look at all my things in my backpack. I got all sorts of stuff because I'm a cat and I collect it. Like, look at this yarn I've got. Yeah, you guys can explain that.
Yarn, you really think Frosty, the smartest lad I ever met, would carry a ball of yarn around with him just because he's a tiger tabaxi, which has some similarities to a house cat?
Smart
That is the
lad.
stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, Neil.
Best man and smartest lad?
Neil,
No,
I'm going to tell you something.
no. I'm so smart. You don't need to tell me anything.
I always thought that your Marshall the Scattering deck sucked. I let you win.
What?
I let you win when we played Marshall the Scattering.
You were the one who drew on my dark rose, didn't you? You were the one who scuffed it! I mean, no. That's fine.
I got you.
Yeah.
You just admitted it to yourself.
I'm a cat.
Marshall is scattering a dark rose.
Your dark rose was very cheap and unfair.
It's meaning.
I had no other choice, Neil.
It was meaningfully important, is what
How dare you look me in the eye and say those words? Neo, you cannot be in my wedding party anymore. I invited you out of guilt. Okay? Okay? Get off my pug, Neo. Freshman year was the worst year.
No! We're best friends! And I'm gonna jump off of the pug, going full speed.
Make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, 2 3s. 7.
You are gonna fail. And you were gonna take, let's see, what kind of damage would this do? Because it's not in the book. You know what? It'll be d8s. You're gonna take 2 d8s worth of damage. 7 and 5.
What happens if you fail in the book?
They don't tell you what happens if you jump off a pug going 40 miles per hour?
Yeah, because they don't assume anyone's gonna jump off the pug going 40 miles an hour.
How can they have not seen this coming?
You're gonna take 14 points of damage. You're gonna take 14 points of damage as you jump from the pug. You feel yourself falling through the air as you begin to almost hit the ground. But this pug is so fast that it makes another lap in that time, doesn't see you, slams into you, and knocks you into the fence. You slam into the fence, your body mangled and broken. As Spinecone continues to run, you're bleeding out, you're horrified, you're scared. This is really dark. All of the pixies are really busy with the bridesmaids party that they don't even notice you in pain. And what are the rest of you doing?
Man, this look like chaos.
That's what you get, Neo! That's what you get for making fun and making light of the dead!
That almost KO'd me.
Just give it time. Give it time.
Keep going, Pinecone, keep going! You know, I always hated playing Silver Nose with you, too! It's real bullshit to play strange employment opportunity! He's so much shorter than the rest of the characters! You can't hit him!
What is this joke?
Bizarre employment opportunity!
What?
It's cheap to play bizarre employment opportunity in Silver Nose.
You know.
No, but just say it.
You suck, Neil!
Advantage to chill.
Okay.
You
fine.
even look like the last time I saw Frosty.
Hey, kid!
Yeah.
Would you come and push Gregor off the pug?
You want me to push Gregor off the
I
pug?
think it was them saving.
So what's a shove? Well, we'll see if he fails, and if he doesn't.
11.
Oh yeah, you fail. So you feel compelled to push Gregor off the pug.
Hey, what's it? You want me to will comply.
Frankenberry!
Congo will comply. I attempt to shove Gregor off the pug.
Well,
What do I do? How do I shove it?
it's an athletics contest against my athletics
Thank you for being a
or
DM, Mike.
athletics and acrobatics. Is it athletics or acrobatics for shove, or is it just
I think
athletics?
it's
11.
It depends if you would be able to dodge out of the way in the scenario where we're all on the same pug.
yeah. You couldn't dodge out of the way.
So we'll do athletics, which is a
Yeah.
+1. Derek, could you please confirm this roll?
Gotta give it
That would be a natural 20.
It's Twisted Dread.
Oh! Gotta give it down.
Yeah, as
How do you do a
do
reverse
not
clap?
have to give it
A
up.
reverse clap. I have to undo. I have to create a vacuum.
Well, you could, I guess, dread me again, but I've got a bit of acrobatics, or it's athletics still, which is a +1. 17.
11. So.
I'm gonna Twisted Dread Mace.
Oh. Don't
That
mind
means
if
you
I
have to take the
do.
lower value. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, 25.
I win. Thanks, chat.
Yeah. I stand up in the seat. Anyway, without a word.
Oh, Gideon, my new best man after Frosty died. Are you going to make a toast?
I fire out my knee and with an explosion, with a fiery explosion, I crack Greco in the jaw and launch him clear off the bug.
Oh, is that a sweet spot? I'm gonna hit the blast zone!
Roll a dexterity saving throw, please, at disadvantage.
12.
That is not enough. As you fly through the air, you feel yourself falling as once again Pinecone makes his way around and slams into you, unable to control his small puppy body enough to dodge you, and flings you directly into Frost's mangled body as he is draped over the
You toadstool him?
doing 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, yeah.
To me also? Or?
No, not to you.
Feed me a banana, will you?
And I just start playing Minor Illusion, and there'll be a song playing. Always I want to be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony, harmony. And I'm just gonna basically just listen to the music and
Always I want to be
small
with
tears
you.
will come down my eyes as I'm smiling and just living in the moment.
Grammy's like, nobody and nothing will ruin this moment for me.
Open your
And I will say, with that happiness and that joy that you described is so palpable that even with your two friends bleeding out on a fence a mere 30 feet from you,
I told him to feed him a banana.
the mood of the carnival does go up. None of the pixies notice this is happening. They're all enjoying themselves. There is a hum in the air about this. From this moment, there is a countdown.
Neil! Ah, fuck! Oh, you shot. Bizarre employment opportunities cheat, you cheater! You fucking cheater!
I can taste my blood.
You always complained that you never made it to the final four of any of the Marshall the Scattering tournaments, and you said they were cheap. You got beat by 4-year-olds. Your deck sacked. Your deck sacked.
And that is where we'll end the session.
Oh my god! Oh, jeez, we're not done.
That's outrageous.
We're not done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad we're such good friends, Derek. What's next?
Next up is Avantris and
Hold on. Fizzy Melon Juice says, these are full-grown adults, guys.
Yeah.
Just big reminder there.
Oh, God.
That's true. Yeah.
Avantris and Chill. Oh, God.
Avantris and Chi.
Yes. Frosted. It's where we peel back the curtain, we hang out with everyone, we go through some
Frost.
questions. It is where we get to connect with some of our subscribers, some of our Patreon followers.
That man stabbing
And we talk a little bit about our favorite moments and get to have a blast with you guys. Really get to kind of come back down after all the just wacky hijinks of that session.
if you follow us on Discord, or I just mean follow us on Discord, I don't mean if you.
Please follow us. Join us on Discord.
That's what I meant.
Join our Discord. Because we have the greatest community. You gotta give it up.
Gotta
We'll
give it
also
up.
do a little theory crafting.
Oh.
I, for one, think that underneath Pixie Kingdom, there's some sort of terrible dream eater.
Here too? Avantris is lousy with dream eaters.
They're delicious. If you could eat dreams, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I feel like a Dream Eater is absolutely something that's in the Feywild. I think it might even be like a gigantic evil taper.
Ooh.
Or a tapir.
Tapir.
How do you pronounce it? It's taper, right?
Oh
my god, that is 100% going to be a dream-eating monster.
Yeah. Yeah.
I come to eat your dream.
Can we make requests for dream eating tapirs that we fight in the Feywild?
Yeah. Maybe one that's like actually a big villain. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, the ice cracks. We fall through the floor of Icebound, and we fall into the face one.
Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
We'll see you Wednesday.
We are gonna follow up on the arc of fucking Bachelor Gricko and Neiled Frosty.
Stick around if you are a sub or you are a patron, and here's the rules. What ends up happening is we stop the stream and we restart it to enable sub-only discourse, so you can enjoy chill. There will be a pause. Just keep refreshing, keep reloading. Join us. We always give everyone a little bit of time to jump back in. We don't, and then we'll do some favorite moments, and it'll be delightful.
Too right you are, Derek. Too right.
If you're a patron and you don't have a little diamond next to your name, let us know in chat. We'll get you situated.
Yeah.
And we're gonna cut over.
We're gonna cut over.
Don't go anywhere.
Well,
Don't go anywhere.
This is the end of the YouTube now. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
We love you.